to our podcast, Keeping It Real.
You know what's crazy? Most people don't actually know if they have a good financial advisor or not,
Yeah, and the scary part is they usually don't find out until something goes wrong.
right? And by then, it's not like a small mistake, it's years of decisions that didn't really move them forward.
Or really, they thought they were moving forward the whole time, which is worse.
Exactly. Because bad advice doesn't feel bad when you're getting it, it feels normal.
Yeah, it feels comfortable. It feels like, okay, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
And that's what we want to talk about today because this isn't about calling people out, it's about helping people actually see what's happening.
Yeah, and Phil, we've touched on this before, the whole salesperson versus advisor conversation.
Right. But before, it was more theoretical. Today, I want this to be practical. Like, can someone listening actually recognize what they're experiencing?
Yeah, because really that's the difference. Understanding something is one thing, recognizing it in your own life is something completely different.
And not always comfortable either.
No, not at all, because sometimes it forces you to question decisions you've already made.
I think one of the biggest misconceptions in this industry is that all advice is actually advice.
Yeah, and it's not. A lot of it is really just direction toward a product, toward a solution that already exists.
Right? And real advice should start with understanding, not with a solution.
Yeah. If someone already knows what they're going to recommend before they fully understand your situation, that's not advice.
That's a process. And you're just being moved through it. We've seen this so many times. Someone comes in, they're dealing with debt, they're stressed,
And they're looking for help, like genuinely looking for help.
right? But instead of someone slowing things down and figuring out how they got there,
Yeah, they're immediately given a solution, a consolidation, loans, restructuring.
which at the time sounds helpful,
Yeah, it kind of feels like progress.
but no one's actually addressing the behavior behind.
Yeah, and really that's why people end up back in the same situation.
Why do you think that keeps happening though?
Honestly, I think it's because it's easier to fix a number than it is to fix a habit.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Because, like habits, right, they require accountability, and not everyone wants to have that conversation.
Yeah, but realistically, not every advisor is equipped to have that conversation either.
Yeah. And this is something people don't like hearing, but just because someone is nice doesn't mean they're effective.
That's a big one.
Yeah, there are a lot of really nice advisors out there, but they're not actually helping people move forward.
Or they're limited on how they can help.
Yeah, exactly. And that limitation doesn't always show up right away.
So why do people stay in those situations?
It's comfort, I think. It's familiarity. And honestly, not knowing there's another way.
Yeah. And if you've never experienced something different, you assume what you have is normal.
Yeah. And if nothing has gone wrong yet, there's really no reason to question it, right?
Yeah. So let's talk through this in a real way. Like, if someone's listening right now, how would they actually know?
Okay, so I would start with this. If you can't clearly explain your financial plan to someone else,
That could be a problem.
yep, because it means you don't fully understand it yourself,
Yeah. And if you don't understand your plan, you're relying completely on someone else.
which is fine to a degree, but not blindly.
And we also have to talk about where people are getting their advice from.
Yeah, because that matters a lot more than people think.
If you're going to an institution that profits from your debt,
Yeah, it's hard to expect them to teach you how to eliminate it,
yeah,
right?
exactly. That's not even criticism. It's just understanding incentive.
And then there's another layer to this, but that's like a bit uncomfortable.
Go ahead, go there. I
Okay.
dare you.
Okay. Some advisors don't have their own financial situation figured out.
Oh, we've seen that too.
Yeah. And again, it's not about judging, okay? It's about awareness.
Because how do you guide someone through something you haven't figured out for yourself?
Mhm.
So if it's not personality, if it's not just feeling comfortable, what should people actually be looking for?
I think, first of all, clarity,
Yeah, can they explain things simply?
structure, like is there an actual plan or just ideas?
And consistency. Are they there when things change?
Because life changes all the time.
Yeah. We had a client recently. On paper, everything looked good.
Yeah, good income, Doing some investing.
But when we actually sat down and went through everything, there was no real structure.
No, it was just pieces.
Yeah. And that's more common than people think. At the end of the day, most financial issues come back to behavior.
Yes, if nothing changes, nothing changes.
You make more money, you spend more money.
Yeah, unless you're intentional about doing something different.
And this is where advisors need to really step up.
Yeah, because people don't just need products, they need guidance,
Yeah, they need someone who can actually walk them through real life situations.
not just ideal scenarios.
Right. And at the end of the day, this isn't about, about blaming anyone.
Yeah, it's about awareness.
Because once you see the difference,
You really can't unsee it.
yeah, and that's where better decisions actually start.
So the real question really is,
Are you actually being advised?
or are you being sold? And that's keeping it real.